Wonderful, wonderful. Matt, we ready? All right. Just want to first start off and congratulate Coach Brom and our football team. What a what a great football game last night. Uh, Showed a ton of resiliency, fight. I think there were a lot of people that thought they were down and out there, but showed a ton of will and courage to come back and pull off a great victory. So, let's make sure we tip our hats to our football program and their staff because look at the excitement that they brought to this city, our university, our athletic department. And with that, also wanted to wish our volleyball team the best of luck tonight. I believe they play Duke at home, and of course our men's team plays tonight. But I wanted to talk about what Danny's done again for our volleyball, our the volleyball program. It's fun to watch, and just I think speaks volumes for our entire athletic department, year in and year out. How well our women's sports have done here. I mean, it's not that just volleyball and basketball, swimming. You've got lacrosse, you've got field hockey, all of them. I mean, it's just a testimony to the commitment our athletic department has made to women's sports. Then, with that, I'll go on to our basketball game here on Sunday. Excited to finally get the opportunity to play at home. I know our players are excited going to play a DePaul team who's 2-0 coming off a 47-point win over Stonehill. They've been very impressive in their first two games of the year, and it's going to be a contest I think where it's going to be up and down the court. We're going to have to make sure we take care of the basketball, which after the first quarter at Cincinnati we did a great job of. So we're going to need to carry that over into to Sunday's game. But Doug's done a great job. I mean, it's pretty remarkable to think I think his 38th year of coaching and just done a great job there. And to be able to stay at a place as long as he has is really hard in today's day and age. So I tip my hat to Doug and am excited for our players about this opportunity. Any questions out there?
Jeff, when you look at your first game, you look at the box score, and it's a pretty balanced attack. You had I think 9 players that played at least 15 minutes. Is that kind of indicative of the balanced talent that you have on your roster?
I think it is. I mean, but I think as we go throughout the year, I think you're going to see some players, and I hope we do at least, that will separate themselves, or everybody just keeps getting better. But normally, as the year progresses, you'll see a couple, take a step forward and might take some more playing time and not just take it, but earn it. But overall, I'm really pleased at the depth that we have. I think everyone during spurts of that game on Monday played well. Now it's a matter of just getting more consistent.
Jeff, kind of going off of that, how much of this early portion of the season, especially when you've got a bunch of girls who are still trying to get to know each other, get to play together, is testing out different combinations and rotations to figure out what works?
Well, it's what it's all about. I mean, when you've got as many new faces as we do, I'm trying to figure out, who plays well together, who complements who. But it's been, it's something in practice you can watch. We sit there and we scrimmage against our scout guys and do different things. But when the games start up is really when you get to find out, who performs well on the big stage. So I'm excited for our game on Sunday, as I said, and it should be another great opportunity for us to compete against a really good basketball team.
Jeff, when you look at Sydney Taylor, obviously transfers, we saw a little bit of her, of course, at the Global Jam, but to see her performance to open the season, kind of talk about what impresses you with her and what makes her special on this team.
Well, Sid's ability to get her shot off. I mean, she has an extremely quick release. She's got a really nice sidestep three, step back. has a lot of different shot options that she's able to use, and we're still continuing to work on adding to that. I want to see her. Everyone knows her as a 3-point shooter, so now can you add a shot fake and get to the rim or shoot a pull up jump shot? Those are the next steps for her evolution of her game. But just really appreciate how hard she plays.
Coach, although y'all did win 77-59, it's a good size score victory. Looking back at that heading into DePaul, did you see anything that you guys still needed to work on?
Oh, I see a bunch of things we have to work on. Yeah, that's something that's it's definitely there. We have to work on our half court execution. We've got to do a better job of pushing the ball in tempo. We missed each other a lot in transition. We had some people wide open up the floor and just didn't see them. It's not something where I'm concerned about a selfish issue. Nobody's not passing it to somebody. It's a court vision. It's making sure you're dribbling with your head up. You're looking for your teammates up the floor, and recognize when there might be a double team coming. If there's a double coming, somebody has to be open. So that's one of the areas where, as I said, we really want to focus on cutting our turnovers down. We're going to turn the ball over because we're going to try and play fast. But we need to eliminate the self-inflicted turnovers, the ones where we just throw it straight out of bounds, or, we make a steal and there's two people in front of us and we try to split them instead of just chinning the basketball and make the easy pass. Small things like that, and then we're going to continue to work on rebounding the basketball. We've got to become a better team rebounding team. Olivia's always in there battling. Nyla is in there battling. I've got to have our guards get involved as well.
Jeff, you mentioned Olivia. When I was talking to her at the ACC tip-off, she was talking about how during this offseason she tried to work on things to further round out her game, be it on the perimeter or whatever. How have you seen her progression as she has approached this year?
Well, I think O's really been working on her ball handling some. I think she looks a lot more comfortable with the basketball. And then I've really been impressed with how she's shooting the ball from 10 to 15 feet out. That's the shot that I think if she continues to get down with her ability to drive to the basket with her quickness, if you've got to make a defender respect you at the free throw line, the short corner, then it's going to open up your ability to drive. But, she was playing really fast on Monday and probably a little bit too fast, and I think that's what resulted into a few of her misses. But the one thing you can always say about her, she's always going to give you 100%. I mean, she was competing for board. She's in there banging and battling. She's not afraid to guard people. So I'm excited to watch as we progress to see how she continues to grow.
As far as playing in front of the home crowd this weekend, this is going to be a new experience for a lot of your players. So what are you looking forward to seeing from them, just getting that atmosphere in their kind of resume here as well?
I think it's exciting for them. I mean, for a lot of our first timers here, they're getting the opportunity to play in front of one of the top 3 or 4 crowds in the country. I mean, our numbers speak for it. It's not. I'm just not making it up. And I know they're really excited for that. The amount of work that they put in, the amount of time they put in the gym working on their craft, and then to have the opportunity to come out and perform in front of a really good crowd, it's what makes it worthwhile. It's what you're putting all those hours in. You're getting a chance to show, hopefully, 8,000. Here's what I worked on in the off season. Here's where I've gotten better. And I just appreciate our fan base because they come out and cheer for Louisville women's basketball. We've got 7 new faces, but they're still going to come out and cheer for those new players and then our 4 returners as well. And that's what makes it so exciting. It's not that they just cheer for a player, they cheer for the program. And it's our job as coaches and as players to make sure when we come out here on Sunday that we perform at the level that they're used to seeing. It doesn't mean you're going to make every shot, but how hard you play is something our fans should never question.
talking about those new faces, is there something you saw in the game on Monday that jumped out to you that maybe you can't really notice until you see one of them playing again?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's just one game to look at right now. I think as we progress through the season, I was pleased with how Jada Curry attacked and looked to shoot the ball, something she had not really been doing in practice. I want to see her pick it up at the defensive end. But overall, give me about 4 or 5 games, and then I think I'll be able to pull some things out and say, hey, here's what I think we know what to expect consistently from players.
Jeff, you had talked at the start of this thing about how good football's been playing. Obviously, having the programs here at Louisville all playing well at kind of the same time. Does that allow these other programs to feed off each other and kind of create a winning mentality across the board? And how does that impact your girls, especially because you have these new faces?
No, I mean, success breeds success. I mean, when you're looking at your counterparts, you're looking at the other sports on campus, and you're seeing volleyball playing as well as they are, a football team, it gives you that excitement. It's like, okay, it's our turn now. It's what we do. And you've got field hockey playing in the NCAA tournament. Is that tonight too? Yeah, 3:30. Excited for them. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be here at Louisville. And it's our job as coaches and as student athletes to keep the fan base engaged and to keep wanting them to come back. I mean, there's a lot of activities people can do on a Sunday at 4. And we're blessed to have a fan base who's loyal to us. It's like, hey, Sunday at 4, we're coming to the women's game. Well, it's our job to make sure we're putting a show on out here for them. And it's not a clown show. It's not it's a competition. Show our fans how hard we're going to play. If there's a loose ball, we're diving after it. We're getting on the floor. I was talking with a recruit, and we're talking about players, and they're talking, do you really look for players that can always score and everything? I said, yeah, scoring's important, but I'd say one of the most valuable players we had on last year's team and understanding how to play averaged about 6.5 points a game in Mikasa. I mean, she had 149 assists for the season to like 59 turnovers. She averaged 5 boards a game. She went 0 of 6 from 3. It's not like she was a 3-point shooter. Shot 80% though from the free throw line, I think. Like, those are things that people love Mikasa. She always got the biggest ovation. She wasn't dropping 20 a night. It's because of how she competed and then how she carries herself off the floor. And that's one of the things we take a lot of pride in here. Man, I want you to come out here and have a personality on that basketball floor and go after it, compete. Then when you step off that floor, show everybody what you wonderful young women we are. And I think we've been very fortunate to have players that have embraced that. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.